Hi, Rachel Ramsey here at DEFCON 5 in New York City. I'm here with Mike Strange, the Chief Technology Officer at MyTech Systems. Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
So tell me a little bit about MyTech and what you offer.
Sure, MyTech Systems is specialist in intelligent mobile imaging. So basically the process of taking high-value transactions and allowing consumers to process them using their mobile phone, using the camera as a keyboard. So you take a picture of a document and you conduct that transaction. The system we're most notably sort of famous for is mobile deposit. So taking a picture of a check and then having it deposited in your bank account. 889 banks have implemented that so far, and we have a whole series of other products based on the same concept.
And mobile imaging, what makes that so compelling? Why are people interested in that?
The primary thing is convenience. So the idea that you can take your cell phone out of your pocket or your purse and simply do your daily business. You can pay your bills, you can enroll in new services, or you can deposit your money literally on the subway, in the middle of your day. So it's really the convenience factor. At the same time, not only are consumers saving time, but banks, financial institutions, insurance companies, retail organizations are saving money on their internal process because all these transactions are now digital, and of course mobile is a better way to address their customers.
And what are some trends you're seeing in the industry with mobile imaging?
A few things. One is that we want to give people better and better tools for actually capturing images. So the idea that we actually pioneered a new technology, a touchless technology. It's a new SDK where you can actually simply hold a phone over a document. It automatically takes the picture for you. So that way consumers don't even need to think about complex issues like lighting conditions, whether they're holding it still, those kind of things. It optimizes all those conditions for them. So it makes the process even easier. So that's one big trend. The other big trend is kind of a compounding factor. So as consumers become more familiar with using the camera for their daily needs, then other use cases become even more interesting. So for example, banks that have implemented mobile deposit are going to benefit from implementing mobile photo bill pay, which is our second product, because their consumers are going to be familiar with both.
And mobile imaging, it seems pretty simple. You take a picture of the check and the process goes through, but what's really involved in the technology behind it?
Yeah, the tricky part is really behind the scenes. So to me, any good technology takes a complex, interesting, compelling problem that is really hard to solve and makes it as simple as we can for the consumer. So what happens behind the scenes in MyTech Systems is we deal with a whole series of complex issues of taking a picture of a document, which is now inherently a three-dimensional color image. So now you've taken a three-dimensional color picture of a check, for example. That can be skewed, it can be warped, it can have corners ripped, it can have all kinds of issues associated with the document. Behind the scenes, we deal with all those imperfections. So we'll fill in missing corners, we'll de-skew it, de-warp it, deal with varied lighting conditions, optimize it so that has the best chance of being processed properly. So that's really the secret sauce of what we do, and the idea is to take all of that complexity and make it as simple as possible so the consumer just says, snap and go.
Excellent. And we're here at DEFCON 5, so tell us a little bit about your participation with the show and what you're seeing with HTML5 technology.
Sure. We're proud to be here at DEFCON 5, and right now all of our technology, because of the fact that we need a lot of device control, is application only. And so what we're been working on is a whole series of solutions using HTML5 to move all these technologies to the mobile web. And what we found, of course, is that the consistency across all the browsers that exist isn't quite there yet. So what we're proposing in the session I'm going to be talking about this afternoon is a combination of three different approaches simultaneously. One is applications, the second is continue to track the industry as far as web and HTML5 progress, but the third is to address it today in a hybrid model. So the idea that we can actually implement a small micro downloadable application for the purposes of driving imaging, but yet give people the mobile web experience that they feel comfortable with.
Excellent. And if anyone wants to learn more, where can they go?
Go to mytechsystems.com. We have lots of information about our products, services, and the technology that's behind it.
Excellent. Well, thank you. It was so great to meet you.
Thanks so much for having me.